Hello. Yeah, so we're gonna try something different here today. Yeah, so welcome to this. This is just a quick little overview of my Minecraft Better Than Adventure world going on here. Yeah, so it's just been a lot going on. Life has been crazy. Dokkan Tier 3 Iceberg. Probably, I don't know if it's gonna happen, to be completely honest. I have no clue. I'm gonna fix my audio a little bit. Master volume, turn that down. A decent chunk. We'll go there. But I'm not sure if that's still gonna happen. It's just, I don't know. I've lost a lot of passion for it, I guess, for lack of a better term. I mean, it's not like I don't want to do it, but it's been so long. Dokkan's gotten so far removed from where it was at the time of creating the iceberg and working on it and editing it. And it was fine to keep up with a couple updates here and there, but it's just so far and beyond where it was that I don't really know how much I can maintain the videos. So it's gonna be put on hiatus indefinitely. I don't want this channel to be dead just because I'm not working on those. It just takes a lot out of me to work on those. There's just so much extra little effort that I keep putting in, and it's my fault. I could totally put less effort into those videos, make it a lot easier, and make them faster. But that's not what I want to do with those. So that's just where they're going to stand, unfortunately. I have a good amount of it done, but there's still a lot of extra stuff in there, and just a lot of extra things to look at, a lot of images to grab, and a lot of editing to do for what might not be that much, you know, good output. So, you know, I just kind of fell away from it. I looked back at what I had, and it looks fine, but I just don't know if that's something I'm going to continue working on. I want to do more things here, so I don't want this thing to be dead, this whole channel. I want to be able to do stuff and record things. I mean, I have Bumbo time. That's great. That's been on its own little break for a while. Just been a little hard to get things together and hard to gain, not interest. Interest isn't the right word. Get motivation to do that. But, you know, hoping to try and keep that around, like on Thursdays and such. That's the hope. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully I can come back a little bit more consistently playing the finals. Maybe other stuff. I don't know. It's a lot, especially since it's been hard to get Matt around sometimes, and it's been hard to get me around sometimes. I know it's probably pissing Shane off a little bit, but it is what it is. But, you know, I just want to do other things. There's been a lot of videos I've seen recently of just playing Minecraft, talking, kind of going back into that old style of how it used to be, where people just record Minecraft, talk about whatever's going on while they're playing, talk about their life, just very easy stuff, minimal editing, just kind of like cuts here and there. Pretty basic, simple stuff. Lots of stuff like this. One of my old favorites, Zach Scott, just pacing around and talking and rambling. It's good stuff. It's great second monitor material. It's great, just relaxing material. So, you know, it's stuff I wanted to do. I'm not the greatest with Minecraft as far as things like building. Played for years, especially considering the old channel name used to be Minecraft Addict 2012. That's a throwback. Yeesh. But, you know, it's just, you know, something that's been on my mind. I've been wanting to do some stuff, and just kind of watching those videos, I've just wanted to throw my hat back in the ring of making content. And it's just been nice to watch those videos, you know? Throw them on my iPad while I'm in the kitchen making breakfast, or throwing them on in the background while I'm working during the day. Just very nice stuff, very relaxing, almost inspiring in a way, just to get back to the simplicity that is Minecraft, and you know, just kind of make some stuff with it. Just throw up some videos, record, ramble into the mic for a little bit while I'm working on stuff, and just kind of let it go. So that's kind of where I've been at. I know this is a little pacey of a video. This world's kind of been in progress, but I've been getting a little stuck on what exactly I want to do in here. I guess just to kind of sidebar on that. I made this bridge The dirt is where I'm putting glowstone. Just haven't gotten to that point yet. I found this like I spawned around here towards that back island back there covered by the fog. And I've just kind of really liked this idea of these islands. And I wanted to try and do like an interconnected thing where there's like some different buildings on each of these islands. Just kind of connect them with bridges or maybe some tunnels, you know, like some cool underwater tunnels with glass. You know, that's always a fun thing to work around with is water, right? Always a pleasure to do that. Kind of what I've been wanting to do around here. I'm not sure. I'm very bad at building. I'm very bad with coming up with ideas for building. Very bad at executing anything in my head. I've been trying to work on that method of just, you know, throwing down some blocks, see how it goes. And you end up with things like this. Don't mind the dirt. That's for moving around. But you end up with things like this. I don't like it. I thought I would. I tried something. I thought I was going to go somewhere with this arch. And then I tried to make a roof. Clearly that didn't work out. The bane of my existence in this game is trying to make roofs on buildings. So I guess I'll work on tearing this down for a good portion of this video. But yeah, I guess this is kind of where I'm at. I'll just try and finish up tier 3 maybe and just throw it out there, see what's up. I don't know. It's just a lot. The way I do those videos and the process of making those, it's tedious and I do it to myself, but it's just the way I work with those kinds of videos. It's a lot of background, like not even just editing. It's a lot of making pictures. It's a lot of finding the right images and such for all the different entries and making things make sense, putting them together. A lot of the edits are the same. They're kind of samey of just like, you know, PNGs sliding in. It's not that much as far as effort, but it does get boring after a while. You know, and that video was really interesting. And it would be nice to finish that and get that out. I'm considering it. But it's just very interesting to watch that video back after working on it for multiple years and just kind of seeing like my style evolve a little bit, get a little better with things. Even just like not even considering watching back from the first tier up to the where I ended up with tier 3, but you know, even just within tier 3, you could see things change and how the editing changed, mic quality changed, kind of just style of recording changed. I had to go back and re-record a bunch of stuff for some of those entries. And it's interesting to see, and that has been inspiring a little bit to see that again. I touch back on it every now and again and think I'm going to work on it, but you can see how that's turned out. I haven't done a lick of work in a long time with that. But, you know, life's been crazy. You know, just recently started working again after getting laid off for a bit. Late, like, what was it? Like mid last year somewhere. Got a new job. It's great. Loving it. But, you know, that's been taking up a lot of time. In that time, you could tell how crazy things have gotten since tier 2 has been uploaded. I mean, I think it's been since tier 2's been uploaded. I think I was with my parents, living with them for a bit after I graduated college. And I think I uploaded tier 2 around when I moved out, maybe a little before, a little after, somewhere in there. But I know for sure I didn't start tier 3 until I was in my new place. Actually, no, that's incorrect. I moved out after I started work on tier 3. So since tier 2 has been uploaded, I have moved out of my parents' house officially after graduating college. So I moved out and was on my own for a bit. And then in that time, in the past couple years, got a girlfriend, got married, and I've been married for a good while now. Not like years or anything, but a good few months. And I've done all of that, had a job, found a job, lost that job after a couple years, just got let go, and then found a new job that's been great, and done all of that in the time since tier 2 has been uploaded. And I've made next to no progress on tier 3. So, you know, lots of milestone achievements have gone on in my life, including Bumbo Time. That's been pretty good. We've been doing that on Twitch on Thursdays. Kind of a weird sidebar to go from that, but, you know, started doing that up. Just a lot of stuff with friends, family, you know, work. Just had a lot going on. Tier 3 kind of fell into the background of things that I'd look at. I know for those of you who have seen Bumbo Time, know myself, Shane, my brother, and Matt, our friend. You would know us from watching our shenanigans over there, twitch.tv/Bumbo Time, if you're interested. But yeah, since we've been doing that, we got not that big, but we reached affiliate on Twitch, you know, after they kind of, you know, brought down the bar on what it takes to reach affiliate. So we've been on Twitch for a while. We reached affiliate and still don't have that much of a following besides some of our friends who pop into the streams when they can to support, which is great. We love that. We've had some successful videos over on the YouTube channel for Bumbo Time as well. I think there's a final highlights video. There's a couple Minecraft videos where we did like spooky Minecraft. Those ones I had that was quite a joy to edit and put together. Those are very fun. I really enjoyed those. Those also took a lot of work, but they're very funny, at least to me. Lots of fun jokes in there. I really enjoyed that. But, you know, just doing something different with editing and content creation, just doing something different. Been very much enjoying that kind of stuff. But even then, it's been a minute. I think it was last summer. Late last summer is when I finished the last episode, or the most recent episode, I think, of that, I guess. There was still some more content I could have worked with, but, you know, burnt myself out pretty quick. You know how it goes. Burnout is a pain sometimes, but that's just kind of where things have been at, I guess. You know, this kind of serves as an update and a soft launch to, you know, just talking about there being different content on this channel. I already started this world. It's better than Adventure World just because I wanted to go back to some more beta styled stuff. That's kind of my main vibe with Minecraft is I very much enjoy just these older times. What is going on there? Okay. But I just really enjoy older Minecraft, the vibes that it had. It's especially one of my biggest draws is like, even if there's not like an older texture pack to revert a bunch of textures or anything, I'm always a sucker for this old cobblestone texture. Nothing brings me back to the good old days of playing Minecraft when I was younger than the old cobblestone texture. I don't know what it is. It just brings back all these really fun times that I remember having. So, you know, I'm ancient as far as enjoying Minecraft. I just really like going back to these old versions and seeing, you know, how I can evoke the feelings I had when I was younger with that, but also apply, you know, how I play now to it. And it's been interesting. I kind of pulled into that, you know, just habits, you know, kind of mindset that I feel like a lot of people do playing Minecraft. But, you know, I just fall into my usual habits. I get clowned on, especially by Shane, about, you know, just building the same things over and over again. But they're fun. I enjoy doing them. But anyway, so my goal with coming to Better Than Adventure here was to kind of jump back into that beta style and try not to do that. Try not to fall too much into the old building habits I have, which are mostly inspired by, for any of you who may or may not know, Zach Scott. He was the first person I watched play Minecraft really early on in his series that he had back when he was really early beta when he was playing. I think I watched after the creation of the server, a good bit after his server was created with his friends, but not too long into it. So I was there pretty early on watching him for Minecraft, and that's kind of how it all started. And, you know, obviously the early Minecraft parodies and X's Adventures in Minecraft and, you know, all the classics. But, you know, Zach Scott was my real start as far as, you know, what is this Minecraft thing? What is this? And it just looked so fun. Always wanted to just play it with friends, but, you know, sometimes it was hard to get friends in on it and be like, yo, check out this block game. And people are just, you know, not into that back then. Not as much. That and, you know, making videos were things that I always wanted to do with this. So, yeah. So just kind of going back to roots and trying to not just copy Zach and everything, because I did that a lot in a lot of worlds. It's just so fun. The biggest thing I do is there's one server I've had recently. It's a Bedrock server I have with a few of my buddies, and I don't willingly play Bedrock. One of my friends is unfortunately locked to console for a bit. He's only recently started trying to build a PC, which, you know, unfortunately the worst time to try to do that is right now with, you know, all the prices being just shot up into the stratosphere. So it's Bedrock server, but I basically went on the endeavor of let's recreate Scotland. Let's recreate basically almost block for block, including some of the terrain of Zach's old server. And that's definitely been an experience. You know, a lot of manual terraforming and yeah, lots of crazy stuff there. But basically, farther beyond, usually I just build Super Tunnel and the Welcome Center a bit and call it a day. But, you know, that server, I really was going for it and just really going all out. I ended up doing the old Scott Mining corporate headquarters. Just changed everything over to Bumbo just because that's fun. Yeah, there's really no good way to show it in here, but that is kind of what I've been taking on online is just moving to Bumbo. But I have the Spelical channel, so you know that's a weird thing all in itself. But yeah. So anyway, I had this world to just kind of bridge out a little bit. This road style is still taken from Zach. I really like it. I don't have the glowstone lamp things yet. I'm still gonna put those in. But anyway, so all that rambling, lots of random updates, lots of pacing. Another classic of those old videos. But yeah, this is kind of where I'm at. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make a series on this world in particular. If I do, it's probably going to be more of like, here's an update on the world kind of a thing versus a bunch of actually doing things. I'll probably do some stuff, some projects, but I just play this one in my free time. But I did want to start doing InDev Plus. But that is when I haven't started because I wanted to kind of go in as blind as possible. I watched a couple videos. I believe the channel was Unk Status, if I remember correctly. But I started watching his playthrough of InDev Plus that he started, and it looked very interesting, and it looked really fun. So I kind of wanted to go in a little bit blind. I did watch those, but I mean, I don't remember too much. But yeah, I wanted to go in blind on that and just make a series out of it. So I haven't done it myself. I haven't touched it at all. I have only really done Better Than Adventure recently. I haven't even been on that Bedrock server in a while, but maybe I'll jump back on there. Maybe I could do show some stuff off there. But yeah, so for now, those are the kind of updates on where everything's at. Tier 3, gigantic maybe if I'll finish it and throw it up, but the Dokkan Iceberg is unfortunately going to be on hiatus for a while as I just want to do other content and don't want that locking me down. So I'm just going to make other content and see how it goes. Just for fun, just for me. Throw some stuff up, you know, the classic, oh, you know, there's content out there that either A, isn't out there, or B, you don't think there's enough of. Make it yourself. There's definitely been a lot more of these kind of older style playthroughs of Minecraft, but, you know, I'll just throw my hat into the ring. So yeah, that's kind of been an update on where life has been for me, where things have been going, and kind of what the future of this channel is going to be like. So hopefully I get more stuff done, post some more stuff, make some more content. Hopefully this video hasn't been too boring. It's probably going to be pretty chopped up. Cut out a lot of bits here and there. I know, trying to get used to live talking, lots of ums. I'm used to working off a script. Hopefully I'll work on that. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of the plan. Hopefully more videos of this. InDev Plus, hopefully coming soon. And yeah, stick around. Feel free to stay around here and just check out what's going on. Thanks for all the support in the past. I really do appreciate it. And hopefully this change doesn't push too many people away. But yeah, that'll just be where things are going in the future. Keep an eye out here and look for it. Bye, guys.